Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Right. Let's start, no? Still, there are 39 students. We have to finish. Okay. With the continuation of the last class, today we have to discuss we have to learn the ratchet effect, isn't it? In our previous class, we discussed the theory of consumption, especially we discussed the absolute consumption theory of Keynes, also Duesenberry's relative income hypothesis. Duesenberry relative income hypothesis also called the demonstration effect as well as the ratchet effects. Right? That means again, once the income of the individual decreases, they won't decrease. They never want to decrease their consumption, right? They maintain their consumption as it is same, though there is changes in their income, right? That is explained by the demonstration effect as well as the Duesenberry relative income hypothesis. With the continuation of that one, here we have to discuss the ratchet effect. We are going to discuss the ratchet effect. Here, you know that a ratchet effect arises due to household resistance against the fall in consumption following a decrease in household income. But again, here, when the individual's income decreases, they may, according to the absolute income hypothesis, the income determines the consumption. That means once the income increases, consumption also increases. On the other hand, once the income decreases, consumption also decreases. But here, whether the income decrease or increase, once the income increases, they increase their consumption. But when the income decreases, they never decreases their consumption, but they maintain their same consumption pattern, right? That is explained by the ratchet effect. Here, according to Duesenberry, when income, absolute income increases, absolute consumption increases. That's I explained. But the absolute income decreases, the household did not allow their consumption to fall in proportion to the fall in their incomes, right? But in the Keynesian theory explained, when the income decreases, consumption also decreases. When the income increases, consumption also increases. But Duesenberry's explanation is, or the relative income hypothesis explain, when the income increases, consumption increases. But when income decreases, consumption will not decreases. That is the special thing under the Duesenberry's relative income hypothesis. Also, that is called the ratchet effect. Right? You have to be very careful. Also, it is so because households get used to a certain standard of living in the long term, and hence, when their income falls, their consumption falls less than proportionately. What is the reason for this behavior of the? That means once the income increases, consumption increases. But when the income decreases, but not increase, less than proportionately. Right? The reason for that, right? The individuals are try to maintain their standard of living in the long term. That is the main reason. That means, hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. In our area, there is no power, right, until the laptop work. I will be take the lectures, right? So that is the main reason for this, or the reason behind the theory or concept, right? Once the income increases, consumption also increases, but the income decreases, the people or the individual don't like to reduce their consumption, right? That is the reason for that, right? They are living. For an example, the last class also I explained, nowadays the price of Anchor milk powder is very high. However, some of the people are trying to buy that one because they are addicted or they are trying to maintain their standard of living as well. Right. When consumption does not fall in proportion to the fall in income, then APC rises and MPC falls. Right. When consumption does not fall, here, what is explained by the ratchet effect as well as the Duchenberry is relative in the hypothesis. When the income increases, consumption also increases. But when income decreases, consumption will not decrease proportionately, right? Therefore, here APC rises. You know that what is APC? APC is equal to C divided by B. Why? And what is MPC? MPC is equal to delta C divided by delta Y. So in this situation, APC rises and MPC falls. Again, this is called ratchet effect in consumer behavior. Once there is question in your exam paper, briefly explain the ratchet effect of the behavior using a diagram as well as the appropriate example. You have to be elaborate based on the marks, right? And this is the numerical example for the ratchet effect that the ratchet effect explain APC when the income increases, consumption also increases, but when income decreases, consumption also not decreases proportionately, right? At the time APC rises and MPC falls, that is we are going to prove how it is possible, right? For an example, here the household income rises from 1,000 to 1,100, right? Here consumption increases 800 to 850. This is explained. Once the income increases, consumption also increases. Therefore, in this situation, marginal propensity to consumption, that is MPC, is equal to delta C divided by delta Y. Here the delta C is equal to 80 and delta Y is equal to 100. Therefore, the MPC is equal to 0.80, right? And we are going to check the or prove the APC as well. If you know that APC is equal to C divided by Y. Here the the increased CE is 880, and at that 880 consumption, income is 110. Once we divided that those things, you can get 0.80, right? Here, in this situation, MPC is equal to MP. So MPC is equal to APC. That is always that is 0.80. Here we are going to check the other component. That is here the once the income increases, consumption also increases. When the income increases and consumption increases, the APC and MPC are equals. On the other hand, here we have to check when the income decreases, what happened to the consumption, right? Here, when income decreases rupees 900 from 1,000, the consumption also decreases less than proportionately. That means that here the consumption, income decreases from 900 to 1,000 to 900, but here consumption increases from only 850 to 800 to 750, only 50, right? Less than proportionately. At that time, the MPC is equal to 50 divided by 100. That is the difference, as you know. Therefore, 0.8 is the MPC and APC is equal to 750 divided by 900. That is equal to 0.84. Right? What happened here? In this situation, that means when the income decreases, the consumption decreases less than proportionately. Nature explains the APC rises and MPC falls. Right here, that is happened. Here you can check APC is equal to 0.84. Before decreasing the consumption and income, the APC is equal to 0.80. But here 0.84. And also you can check the MPC as well. Previously, that means when the income increases, consumption also increases. At that time, the MPC is equal to 0.8. After decreasing the income, the MPC, marginal propensity consumption, is equal to 0.5. Therefore, the MPC has decreased from 80 to 0.8 to 0.5 and APC rises from 0.8 to 0.84. Right? Is it okay? Huh? Is it okay? What is ratchet effect explain? When the income increases, consumption also increases. But when the income decreases, consumption decreases less than proportionately. That is the ratchet effect. Again, that ratchet effect explain the APC. APC rises and MPC falls. That is proved here as well, right? This is simply just put it here. The same example, right here, the income. This column indicates the consumption. Here the income is 1,000 to 1,100. And here consumption is increases from 800 to 850. Here the delta C is equal to 80 and delta Y is equal to 100. Once you divided the delta C by delta Y, you can get 0.80. Likewise, APC. Here APC also 800 divided by 1,000, that is equal to 0.8. Here the income is increases from 1,000 to 900. Consumption also decreases. So it decreases. Income decreases. Consumption also decreases. Consumption decreases less than proportionately. Right? Less than, once the income definitely under the Duchenberry's relative hypothesis. Also, the demonstration effect. What demonstration effect explain what when the income decreases, consumption also decreases by less than proportionately. But at that time, APC increases and MPC decreases. Right, and further, we can explain the ratchet effect using this diagram as well. Right? In this diagram, this CBL, is it clear? The diagram is clear for you all? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Right. Once you answer, once you open your mouth and answer, then only I can understand. Right? Whether you understand or not. Huh? Otherwise, no point. Again, all the people are blaming you. Nobody respect the lecturers. That means once we say the good morning, nobody say the good morning. Huh? Once we ask the question, nobody answer the questions. Huh? Not only myself, other lecturers as all the lecturers. Once we ask the question, nobody willing to, or nobody come forward to answer the questions. Huh? We don't know whether you understand or not. Huh? How you can improve yourself in further? You never worry about your answer, whether it is correct or wrong. We are expecting your voice, right? Once your voice comes, then we can understand whether you understood or not. Otherwise, the Zoom lectures very waste, waste of time. Right. Here, now we will move to this diagram. This diagram explains the relationship or explain the Reichert effect of the division berry. Here the vertical axis explain the consumption and horizontal axis explain the disposable income. Also 45-degree consumption curve explain, that C is equal to Y. That means consumption is always equal to income in this curve, each and every point of in this curve. And here this CL is equal to BY indicate the long-term consumption curve, right? Long-term consumption curve. Wait, just a minute. Right. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. The 45-degree curve indicate consumption is equal to income. And CL is equal to BY curve also indicate the consumption curve, that is the long-term consumption curve. Let's explain each and every point, right? First, we take the point C, right? In this point C, the income is equal to OY2 and consumption is equal to OC2, right? And at this point C, the APC is equal to OC2, yes, OC2 divided by OY2, right? Or you can put like this as well, OY2. CY2 divided by OY2, right? In these two ways you can elaborate, but you have to know that the value of the, yes, wait down. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. At this point C, the APC is equal to OC2 divided by CY2, right? And this is the initial stage. The income is in this amount, and also the consumption is in this amount, right? Here, according to the yes, yes, according to the Duchenberry, here we have to compare the Duchenberry's relative income hypothesis as well as the Keynesian absolute income hypothesis, right? What is Keynesian absolute hypothesis explain? When the income decreases, consumption also increases. On the other hand, once the income increases, consumption also increases. At that point, we can observe here, right? Once the income decreases from OY2 to OY1, right? The income decreases from OY2 to OY1. The consumption also should decrease from C2O to C1O, right? Is it okay? Oh, am I correct? Can you understand? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Once the income decreases, according to the Keynesian theory, what happened? Consumption also decreases, right? This is Keynesian concept. But it's still not. I am not. Still not. I'm coming to the reduction values, right? I will come a little bit later. First, you have to understand this one. The point where we first we consider the point C. At that point C, the consumption is equal to OC2 and income is equal to OY2. In this point C, the APC is equal to C2O C2 divided by CY2, right? Isn't it? Isn't it? Huh? Isn't it?
Ma'am.
Yes or no? Huh? I am repeating the things. Huh? Is it okay? Huh? Yes or no? Hmm? Point C. What is the consumption? Huh? According to this diagram, first we consider the point C. At that point C, what is the consumption? What is the consumption? Huh? What's the consumption? What is the consumption?
C2.
OC2, isn't it? OC2. What is the income? What is the income?
OY2.
OY2, very good. OY2. What is the APC? What is APC? What is APC? Huh? What is the equation for the APC? C divided by Y. Huh? Here C is OC2, Y is OY2. Therefore, APC is equal to OC2 divided by OY2. Right? Right. Now we consider, right? Now we consider the decreases in the income, right? Here we assume that income is decreases from Y2 to Y1. Then what happened according to the Keynesian absolute income hypothesis? Once the income decreases, consumption also decreases. Here, once the income decreases from Y2 to Y1, consumption also decreased from C2 to C1. But at that, yes, yes, uh, but according to the relative income hypothesis or the ratchet effect, this will not happen, right? That means when the income decreases from Y2 to Y1, consumption will not decrease from C2 to C1, right? That is, yes, we are going for that. We are going to explain the reason. That is again also the what ratchet effect, right? Here, according to the relative hypothesis, right? However, the decrease in the household consumption would not less than proportional, right? Because household resist the decrease in their standards of living when there is a short-run decrease in their income. Therefore, they won't decrease the consumption, right? When their income decreases from Y2 to Y1, they never reduce their consumption from C2 to C1, right? That is the reason. Also, there is the differences between Keynesian as well as the Duesenberry theories, right? Here, this point indicated in this diagram, that is CCS, right? CCS consumption curve is appearing here in this diagram, right? What is the CS and C curve indicate? That is indicate the ratchet effect. Again, that explain when the income decreases, right? Consumption also decreases less than proportionately. That is explained by the CSC curve also. Right? That CSC curve also explain the ratchet effect of the individual, right? When income decreases from OY2 to OY1, right? Please listen very carefully. The household consumption decreases to Y1, right? Here this is the income decreasing level of income Y2 to Y1, right? From here to here Y1. The consumption should decreases from C2 to C1, but here here we are trying to explain the ratchet effect. Therefore, the consumption only decreases in Y1 level rather than the C2 C1, right? Because the households resist the decrease in their standard of living, right? And not to M by 1, right? Normally, this amount should be decreases when the income decreases, but they decreases only N by 1, right? And according to this relative income hypothesis, again, the fall in household consumption due to fall in income, Y1, Y2 is lower, right? That means the income is decreasing income is Y1 to Y2 to Y1 or Y1 to Y1, but the consumption is decreases only in M, right? Only in M. And also this give the already long-term consumption function is given, that is C is equal, sorry, CL is equal to BY, that indicate a fall in income by Y1 or Y1, Y2 amount or level should have caused a decline in consumption by BM, right? Whereas it decreased by only BN, right? That means only this portion rate, right? Here, the income is decreases from Y2 to Y1. According to this one, the according to the rate absolute inner hypothesis, consumption decreases this amount, that is BM, but the consumption decreases only this BN amount, right? Do you understand? Huh? Have you understood?
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
Yes. Huh? Is it clear for all? Huh? Is it clear for all?
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
Rather than blaming the lecturers or others, first you have to get the thing carefully, right? Simply you can blaming the others, blaming others. She is not teaching well. She is not. There are so many descriptions, no? Huh? Huh? If you have any doubt, please did you inform. Right here, again, please listen again. I'll explain this diagram. Right here, the point C is there. At this point C, the consumption is OC2 and income is OY1. Also, the APC is equal to OC2 divided by Y2C, right? According to the consumption theory, when the income increases, consumption also increase. On the other hand, when the consumption decreases, income decreases, consumption also decreases. Uh, uh, but according to the relative income hypothesis or the Duesenberry's demonstration effect, that will not happen here. That means when the income, though the income increases, consumption will not increase proportionately. Right? Is the example or the evidence for this explanation. Here the income decreases from Y2 to Y1. Consumption should increase C2 to C1. But because of the ratchet effect or the demonstration effect, the consumption only decreases BN amount rather than the BM because the individuals or the household resist their standard of living, right? And also decreases. Yes, also. Here the BN is greater than BM, right? BN is BN is greater than BM. It means that ratchet effect causes a lower fall in consumption than expected, isn't it? We are expected the consumption fall from BM amount, but here only falls BN amount, right? This is again before the ratchet effect. Again, the ratchet effect keeps the consumption at point N, right? When we join the C with point N and extend it further, the resulting the C is C, right? Once we throw the line through this point, you can get the CSC line. It is the short-run consumption function, right? Also AN amount, the amount of AN, that's the 45-degree curve, that is the equilibrium consumption and curve, that is indicate the AN is the deceiving, right? That is the deceiving. This indicate that when household income falls, the household resort to deceiving in order to prevent the large fall in their standard of living, right? They are deceiving. Also, they do to maintain their living standard on par with their peer groups, isn't it? Huh? Once their income decreases, they never decrease their consumption less than proportionately, right? They decrease less than proportionately. Rather than decreasing their consumption from B to M, they are decreasing only B to N, and they utilize the AN amount, that is the saving, to maintain their standard of living with the peer groups of the people, right? And further we can elaborate. Duchenberry's consumption hypothesis indicate APC is short run APC is greater than the long run APC because their consumption is less, isn't it? Huh? It can also you can observe using this diagram as well. Here the when the income decreases, Y2 to Y1, the consumption only decreases B to N amount. And also the short-run average propensity consumption is greater than the long-run average propensity consumption. At that point N, you can calculate APC. Right here, at the point N, the APC is equal to N by 1, right? Yeah, N by 1, that is equal divided by O by 1, right? Amount. And also you can take the point M. At the point M, the APC is equal to OC1. Yes, OC1 divided by Y1 M, right? Here, this show N1, Ny1 is greater than the Ny1, right? Again, therefore, Ny1, please concentrate, right? Ny1 divided by OY1, that is the Duchenberry's relative income hypothesis effect, that is greater than the absolute income hypothesis, that is M by 1 divided by O by 1. Here, this M indicate the normal situation, right? This N point indicate the ratchet effect situation, right? So you can prove the ratchet effect as well as the APC rises when there is ratchet effect in the short term as well, right? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Anybody can explain this one? Any brilliant people can forward to explain this one? Anybody? No. You have to come forward. Whatever you understand. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Please go through this diagram again and get more knowledge about the diagram. Right. I explained maxima. Right. Right. The other one is the life cycle income hypothesis. The third theory of the consumption is the life cycle income hypothesis. Right. This life cycle hypothesis postulates the individual consumption at any period of time that is depend on resource available to the individual, the rate of return on this capital, and the age of the individual. Right? Actually, what is explained by the life cycle hypothesis? The simple explanation for that one, once the individual enter the labor market, right, he earns a certain period, that means until his retirement he is earned, and he utilized that money until his life expectancy. Right? That is explained by the life cycle hypothesis. How this individual utilize his earning income until his death. That is explained by the life cycle hypothesis. This life cycle hypothesis is based on the three things. The first one is resource available to the individual. Sometimes the people may be enter the labor market in their age of 20, sometime 25, sometime 45, before 2, 3 years back, around 40 years, 40 age of the graduates were appointed. Right? That case also, yeah. So that is the resource. Sometimes he or she may be other resources as well. Right? Here we consider the permanent job or the continuous job or other resources. And the rate of return on his capital. Sometimes he may be saved his income, life income, and get the return. That also determines this one. And the age. Age also, sometimes he may be they died in 50 years. Sometimes he may be they die in his 105 years something. That's also determined. The rational consumer, here, this is explained by the life cycle hypothesis. A rational consumer plans consumption on the basis of all his resources and allocates his income to consumption over time, so that at he maximizes total utility over his lifetime. Right? That means once he until his is until his yes, share my video. Huh? My video is available, no? Huh? Hello? Again, we have forgot. Again, we have forgot. Right. A rational consumer plans consumption on the basis of his resource and allocates his income. That means once he entered the labor market, or once he try to utilize his available resources in this present age, until present age, that will go to until his death. That means once he allocate for his consumption purposes, currently say 10,000, after retirement and until his death, his consumption amount is 10,000. Right? That is explained again, this life cycle income hypothesis, and also explain here rational consumer plan consumption on the basis of all his resources and allocates his income to consumption over time. So he maximize his total utility, his lifetime as well. Right? That is, we are going to here examine how he is utilize that income. The Here also some basic proportions. So the first one is that the total consumption of a typical individual depends on his current physical and financial wealth and his lifetime labor income, right? This his total consumption of the individual depend on his financial availability, right? That may be his earning, that may be his returns, that may be his other capital as well, etc. And consumption expenditure is financed out of the lifetime income and accumulated wealth. During his working period, he spent some portions of his income for the consumption purpose, and the balance goes as saving. That balance accumulated for his lifetime. That means after retirement, uh, after retirement to his death. Therefore, that consumption is equal for whole lifetime of his or her. The consumption level of a typical is more or less constant over his lifetime, right? And there is a little connection between current income and the current consumption. The balance goes to the saving purposes. Right? Based on those proportions, further we can elaborate how that individual allocate his current consumption, saving, or future consumption, right? Here, the consumption is equal to AWR plus CYL. Here, the CA is indicated consumption and A is the marginal propensity to consumption of wealth income, and C is the marginal propensity to consumption to labor income, and WR is the wealth, real wealth, and YL is the labor income. In this way, he is utilizing his consumption or divided his consumption. And further, normally we consider the simple N in this calculation of the consumption, saving, as well as the uh, uh, future consumption. The N indicated the individual expected to live, that is the life expectancy, and the R indicates the age of retirement, how in which age he is going to retire his work, and B indicated the start to work, in which age he is going to start work, and R minus B indicated his working period or working time. These are the basic things to calculate the current expenditure, current saving, as well as the future saving. Right? Are you clear with these things? Huh? Are you clear with these things? Hello? Right. And these are some of the assumptions to derive the current consumption, saving, as well as the future consumption. That the individual has no uncertainty about his longevity, employment, and health condition. Right? That is normal situation is there. There's no uh, uh, termination or something in his employment. Employment, health condition also normal. There is no abnormal health condition, and also the long. And he earns no interest on his accumulated savings. Right, saving is there. There is no saving. Once there is saving, that changes the income, right? Future income. Therefore, here we consider there is no savings, and that he denotes not consume his total labor income, right? He does not, right? That means presently, once we earn the income, not total income spent on the consumption purposes. Right? The income goes to consumption as well as the saving. Also, that prices remain constant. There is no changes in the prices. Prices also constant. Based on this assumption, we can further explain the or further derive the current saving as well as the future consumption. Right? Again, we can here uh, have some information to derive that one. Here we denote lifetime income is equal to YL into R minus B. Here R is the retirement age and B is the starting age of work. And here again, that YL means annual labor income. This is the annual labor income. This is how many years he is going to work. Once we multiply both, you can get the annual labor income. And again, here I explain R minus B is the number of working years. If R minus B is equal to EL, that is earning income, is earning life. This is the earning life. Again, we can quote the EL instead of R minus B as well, right? So lifetime income is equal to, this is the annual income. This is the earning income. Once we multiply the annual income and earning income, you can get the lifetime income as well. Right? An individual plans his lifetime consumption is lifetime consumption equals his lifetime. It is repeated, right? An individual plans his lifetime consumption equals to, right? Right. Here another assumption that an individual plans his lifetime consumption equals his lifetime income. Right? Lifetime consumption. That means after retirement also, right? He is trying to consume the same amount. Therefore, lifetime consumption always equals to lifetime income. Here again, lifetime income means the working life. How many years you going to work, right? Again, an individual expected life of 10 years, that is the life expectancy, and his planned constant or annual consumption, C, right? Therefore, the consumption hypothesis, C into N, that's the present, here the C is the present consumption, and present consumption that multiplied by the life expectancy, that is equal to YL into EL. Here YL into is the annual labor income. This income is the lifetime, the earning life, right? That is equal to EL. That means the consumption is equal until his death. That's explained here, until his death. Therefore, again, you can short C is equal to EL divided by N into L, right? Or you can rearrange this equation, right? Consumption is equal to YL into EL. We can change this one, no? Right. Now you can simply understand. Right? Just rearrange this equation. Right? C into N is equal to YL into EL. From this one, you can get the consumption, right? Here again, only a fraction of labor income is consumed annually and rest is saved and accumulated. Right? Annual income is there. The annually, the individual spend some portion for the consumption purpose and rest goes as saving. Right? These are the main information and important information to derive the things. Again, here the lifetime income YL into R minus B. YL is the labor income and RB is the working years, how many years you're going to work. This RB, I minus B, working years also called EL, right? That is the earning life also. And the lifetime income is equal to earning life into annual income. The individual plans, the consumption is equal until his death or lifetime, or life expectancy. Also, he is expecting to live the n number of years, that is life expectancy. Therefore, based on this one, YN, that is the lifetime income divided by N gives the savings. Right? With this information, we can go for the derivation. Right? We can go for the derivation. Here, suppose these informations are given to you. From this one, you can calculate the consumption, saving, right? Then number of working years, then APC, everything you can calculate. Right here, you can calculate APC, consumption, savings, right? And also you can calculate the number of working years, number of living ages, and also the lifetime consumption. Those things you can derive. Here, the first one is the life expectancy, that is N is equal to 80 years. That means that individual expect to live until his age of 80. And he is going to retire at his age of 60. He start his work at his age of 20. Therefore, working life. Working life means retirement age minus starting age. That is again EL. Right? Working duration is 40 years. Working duration you have to find. And the annual income is given, normally that will be given, right? The annual income is 225,000, right? Now we have to derive the lifetime income. You know that lifetime income is equal to annual income into lifetime, or the lifetime earning, right? Lifetime earning is 40 years. Therefore, the annual income is given 225,000, altogether 9,100 is the annual income. This 9,100 is will be utilized until death, until his death, right? His living age is, or living period is 80 minus 20, 60 years. Am I correct? Huh? Am I correct? Am I correct? Huh? Am I correct? Hmm? Am I correct? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Have you understood? Huh? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Right. Here, first you have to find the working duration. What is the working duration? Retirement age minus starting age. That is here 40,000. Sorry, 40. And the second thing you have to identify how long he is going to live. That is 80. Life expectancy is 80. He is starting his work at 20. He is going to spend his earning money for 60 years. Only 40 years he is earning, but 60 years he is going to spend that 40 years money. Right? That thing, that second one you have to find that one. Third one, you have to find the annual income. Right? Then you have to find the consumption. Already we defined the equation consumption. Also we find the annual lifetime income as well. Right? Once you find this one here, 40 into 225,000 divided by 60, that is equal to 150,000. Or you can directly put this one also. Here already we find the answer, 900,000, right? It's not 900,000 divided by how much? 60. Again, 150,000, right? Here, the second and the next one you have to find saving, right? Directly you can find the saving like this one also. The annual income is 225,000, right? The annual consumption is equal to how much? 150,000. The balance is 75,000 is the annual saving. Right? The annual saving is 75,000. Or you can calculate the uh, lifetime saving as well. Right here, the YL is the annual income and EL is the earning period. That is the total income. Oh, yes, lifetime income. Lifetime consumption. C is already we calculated 150,000 for year. He is utilizing that money on for consume 40 years. Once you short this one, you can get the 3,000 or 3 million, right? This is the lifetime saving, right? This is the lifetime saving. Already we calculated the annual saving. So you can calculate the annual saving as well as the uh, 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 lifetime saving. Once you find 75,000 for annual, right? He's working only for the 40 years. Once you uh, multiply by 40 by 75,000, you can get the lifetime saving as well, right? Is it okay for you? Huh? First, you have to calculate the earning period, not that one, earning period. Second one, living period. Living period means uh, uh, 80 minus, sorry, 8, not life expectancy minus age at start birth. Then you have to find the lifetime income. Lifetime income is equal to annual income into lifetime earning period, that is EL. Then then you have to find the annual consumption. Annual consumption, annual consumption. Then annual saving. Annual consumption, you can utilize this equation, that is C is equal to earning income into annual income divided by uh, divided by uh, uh, number of years you are expecting to live. That is equal to 150,000. Here you can, this is the annual annual consumption. Already we have the annual income. Once we subscribe the annual consumption from the annual income, you can get the annual saving, right? Lifetime saving also you can find. Once you multiplied the annual saving by the period that you are going to live, you can get, or otherwise you can utilize this equation, YL into EL minus C into EL, right? Also, also you can calculate the APC, right? APC means APC, that is equal to C divided by Y. Again, that is C is equal to how much C? 150,000. No? 150,000 divided by 225,000. How much? How much? How much? Huh? How much? How much, guys? Huh? How much is the APC? Huh? 0.66. Isn't it? Huh? Huh? Is it correct? Huh? Why? Yes. Behave like this. 0.06. Right? Now, this is the exam. Right? I give you 15 minutes. Right? 15 minutes. You have to find the answer for this one. Right? Suppose an individual enters the labor market, labor force at his age of 25, annual disposable income um, until retirement at age. Right. Age, this person has no initial asset or endowment. There's no interest, that is already we have assumed. Right. You are requested to, right? You are requested to the first question, right? This is the spot exam, right? Spot exam. This is your one of the examination, right? I upload these things in the LMS. You have to finish the work and upload, right? First, you have to find the first question, working duration. working duration or time. First one. Second one. Second one. Expect to years that X to live, yes, live. The third question is, third question, annual consumption. Question number 4. Annual consumption. Question number 4. Lifetime consumption. Consumption. The annual saving. And lifetime saving. Lifetime saving. APC at current income and consumption. So the questions. Right? Spot exam. Right? Do and quickly submit within 15 minutes. Hmm? Hmm? Hmm. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? One much. One much. Hello? One much. One much. Hello? 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 Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes, I working with the spot exam. No? This is also will count in your assignment. We have 3 assignments. Already one is given. We have mid-semester exam. The another one is spot exam. Right? Once you fail to do this one, don't disturb me. Right? You know that your total marks is 100. That is 65 for your final examination. The balance should be earned by your assignment. That's 35. Right? Only 113 students are participated in the lectures. Right? Only once you uploaded, once you finish, you can upload. Right? Once you finish, you can upload. Hello? 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 Rifan? Hi there. Hello? 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 Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Closing your mouth.
Yes.
Huh? You are doing no? Huh? You are doing the some no? Huh?
Yes, ma'am. We are doing.
Where's your rep? Yesterday also I called to him. but he didn't respond until now. Also, you have to submit on time, otherwise the system will not accept your assignment. Once you fail to submit on time, you will lose the marks as well, right? Market. First degree வந்து marketing ஆகுது. ஏன் ஸ்பெஷல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் இது MBA வர போறீங்க? You have to scan your document and upload. Scan your document and upload. You have to quickly upload, otherwise the system will not accept. Scan the document and upload. I think the time is over, right? I closed.